Hi, this is Mikhail Vasilyev from Claris Victoria Studio, and this is a development vlog. A month ago, I published our studio's plans on the website about the Nexus engine. What it is, what kind of projects we'll build with it, including strategy games and sequels to our Egypt series. It describes what the engine should look like and how it can be built, along with a roadmap. The project is quite complex, and to reduce risks, the plan was to approach it iteratively. But players commented and said that, frankly, it's impossible to build. So I decided to adjust the plan, build a prototype of the engine, and prove that it's actually possible, and that's exactly what I want to show you today. Here's what the engine looks like right now. It's a pretty primitive console application on the surface, but it's a great demonstration that different mechanics can run on one universal engine. The first simulation is the Stone Age. It's the studio's first game from 2013. The other three simulations are based on other people's projects. I'm not planning to copy or release them. They're just here to show that different game mechanics can run on one engine. Let me quickly show what's possible. This is Stone Age. Stats, turn 1, 4 million years BC, population and lands. The forest is empty. We have 8 workers at the center. We can send people there, clicking forest or 1, then how many workers to send. Now 8 workers are there. Food is growing. Let's end the turn 3 times. Population grew. A technology appeared. We can research it. Here's the technology menu. Then select plant knowledge, press 2 and enter. There are buildings, an evolution tree, actually a list, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, and so on. So everything from the first game is here. Events, game endings, all the mechanics. The whole game is in there. Next simulation, maybe some of you played Slay the Spire, an excellent card roguelike. There's a cultist performing a ritual. The player has 80 health and 3 energy. In hand, we have cards that do different things. Strike deals damage. Defend gives us block. For example, hit, we dealt damage, spent energy, the enemy lost health, hit and turn. We can play multiple cards as long as we have energy. And turn again. Enemy goes, and we take turns beating each other. The third simulation is GURPS system, a tabletop RPG game. Pretty complex system. We're only trying one module here, the star system generator. What's interesting is this isn't really a game at all. I mean, it's just a complex generator. It generated a system with 1 star and a bunch of characteristics. The star has 10 orbits with various worlds rotating around them. For example, small rocky world is something like Mercury with properties like mass, atmospheric, and pressure. What makes this simulation interesting is that it contains over 6,000 facts and properties. It's essentially a stress test of the system, showing just how complex you can program it with data. Fourth one is Oregon Trail, a classic from 1971. Some of you might have played it. Trading, purchasing oxen, food, ammunition, clothing, and other supplies. We are hunting, choosing portions of food. An event, we got attacked, and so on. You can play through to the end. The point of all these simulations is that without a single line of code, games all run on one engine. And now let's try something different, switching between games on the fly without changing a single line of code. For example, let's take the game Slay the Spire. Let's try modifying the data. We'll fix the damage value on the strike card. Let's set it to 100 damage. Property changed, both cards updated because they share the same class. Or let's add a new card, Fireball. Card added. It's now in the game. Let's put it in our hand. See, a new card appeared that didn't exist before. Let's add another one, 2 Fireballs. Let's play one. As you can see, 20 damage from Fireball, 2 energy spent. And it landed in the discard pile. It behaves exactly like a normal card. Now let's change the game rules with a single command. This command removes the rule that says played cards go to the discard pile. Now we can play cards and they'll stay in our hand permanently. Let's play Defend. Press 1. We just applied a block to ourselves, spent energy, but the card didn't go to the discard pile. We changed the rules with just one command. In a normal game written in a programming language, you'd have to modify the source code and recompile. Here, none of that is needed. Or take this command, add gold. A moment ago, gold didn't exist as a stat at all. Now it appeared 100 gold. We can also add a new action like bribe. Bribe will spend gold instead of energy. There it is. New action added. 0 energy, 30 gold, deals 15 damage. Let's try it. 15 damage dealt, 30 gold spent. Card stayed in hand because we disabled that rule, otherwise it would have gone to discard. So we've seriously changed the game's mechanics, and it works. As you may have noticed, I was pasting a lot of commands from Notepad, and it might feel inconvenient to type these commands and memorize them. By the way, these aren't cheats. This is editing the logical facts and data the entire game is built on. All objects, properties, and mechanics. It's the language of the game. But if you'd rather skip learning the command syntax entirely, you can. You can ask an AI to help translate from plain English into the language Nexus understands. For example, add 999 gold. So now the AI is thinking, it finds the right command, executes it, and we have 999 gold. You can phrase it differently, and it still works. It changes gold to 100. You can end the turn by pressing E directly, or you can type it as a natural language request to the AI and let it do it for you. It ended the turn. Skip some turns. We can ask the AI to choose an action for us. For example, strike. The AI will pick card 1 or 5. It chose 1. And we killed the cultist. Let's restart the game. We've changed the mechanics so much that things get a bit confusing. A new monster appeared. Worm. We can flick end turn. The worm deals 11 damage to us. We can heal ourselves. Heal me. It healed us. The AI healed us. Make me a god, and we're just god mode. The AI made us immortal. Or we can add gold again. The AI just added gold to us. Let's ask it how much gold we have. We have 100 gold. The idea is that we can change simulations, add rules, or just query facts, and the system understands all of it. We can do it directly or through AI. All the commands I showed might look like cheats, but this is the language the game actually runs on. Nothing here is scripted. It all genuinely works. There are plans to simplify these commands. Right now, creating a fireball takes about 8 commands, but I want to bring that down to 3, maybe 4. Next video, I'll try to make something nicer. Show it running on a 2D engine. Something unusual. So stay tuned and subscribe. See you